It's a happy group of people around carousel number 5.
Well, it's good to be back. I can breathe a little bit better, actually.
It feels like a breath of fresh air.
The Arizona air is a lot cleaner than what those passengers were breathing around New York City today.
You couldn't see the moon, couldn't see the clouds, just like everything was like ash-covered sky.
It's scary over there. You don't even want to walk outside. It's something I've never seen or experienced before, ever.
Brielle Roth says it was really tough to breathe, and the smoky air irritated her eyes. Even after a 5-hour flight to Phoenix, they were still bothering her.
My eyes are still tearing, really itchy, really red. I'm really uncomfortable.
Professional sports and theater performances were canceled in the Big Apple. Roth was thrilled the airport stayed open.
I was relieved to get out. I was nervous we weren't going to be able to get out, and I was like, how long are we going to have to deal with this?
Those still in New York are finding ways to deal with it.
Feels like more toxic than a dust storm.
Michael Mookney is a photographer from Phoenix who now lives in New York City. He's wearing a mask outside and says even inside there can be issues.
In the restaurant, they would open the door, I'd get a whiff of smoke, and they'd close the door and it would sort of dissipate.
Mookney says he has some jobs lined up, but clients are canceling because of the hazardous air quality.
As cinematic as it looks, I am hoping that it goes away because it's I prefer the bright sunny days and nice breathable air and jobs that don't cancel.
Yeah, I was also speaking with an ASU professor who's an expert in air quality, and he says what we're seeing over there in New York City, in Philadelphia, is so much worse than what we would see here with a dust storm or a haboob. He says that the wildfires have carcinogens in the air once they are burning through some ground, and those small particles can travel very easily. So some wind can pick it up and carry it, as we're seeing in New York right now, hundreds of miles away. And the difference is, too, with the haboob here, it may be 30 minutes before you can go back outside, and then you can recover something, get back outside and not breathe that air in. But for something like this going on day 2, kind of a struggle for a lot of people over on the East Coast. So the question tonight for Royal Norman is, with all the shifting patterns and weather, when can we see some relief for those people over there?
A little bit of relief over the next couple of days, Michael, but we're not going to see any major relief until at least the weekend when the major overall weather pattern changes. Well, this is the current air quality situation back east. Everywhere you see a red dot, the air quality is unhealthy or worse. New York City's improved slightly over the last 24 hours, but we've still got some very, very nasty air quality from upstate New York down through western portions of Massachusetts, and some nasty air quality in the Philadelphia area, also eastern portions of PA. Now, in terms of where things are going to go, well, it is going to ease up a little bit. There's still going to be a bunch of areas with unhealthy air back east. Tomorrow afternoon and evening, from Buffalo arcing through Pennsylvania, New York City might get bad again as another batch of smoke rotates through. And then as we continue forward in time into Friday afternoon, we'll see this heaviest band of smoke lighten somewhat, and that's because the weather pattern is changing just a little bit. But the threat is there because the fires continue to burn up in eastern portions of Canada. Dozens and